Well, folks, welcome to this episode of Chasing the Dream with Bridge Creek. I'm Jeff. It's Jeff Deaver.
Jeff and Jeff.
Jeff and Jeff. J&J Flop Fest 2025 has kicked off with a bang, ain't it, Jeffrey?
It has. Well, let's tell them about your bird.
Well, I
11.5 inch beard.
Well, you're taking me from the pulpit to the...
And you're stepping on it.
Well, I can't help it. It's so big. I'm sorry. His beard's so big this morning, and I know Bobby... I got to tell you, I called Bobby while you went to get the vehicle, and he said, "Hi, I got the picture." He said, "Let me guess, you found it dead in the woods." He thought it had a heart attack and fell off the roof.
Yeah.
I ain't had the best luck in Georgia, folks, and I'm not going to tell you what he said about the preacher last night, but I'm glad I didn't have him on speakerphone. We'd have had a.
I'm used to it. I'm a pastor.
You just got to know my Bobby. It's that's just the way we pick at each other and we love each other. Jeff, we got this morning. And let me tell you, we got in here, he said, we need to get in there early. So we got up, it was about, a 20-25 minute drive on the back road.
Yeah.
And got ourselves together. And man, he brung us in here like a ninja warrior this morning in that 4Runner. And we got all our stuff together. And we got just to the blind, just right at the crack of daylight, didn't we?
Yeah.
We done a little repair work to the blind, and we had no more sit down in the seat. Of course, I can't hear no way. And I thought I heard something. He said, "Did you hear that?" And there was a big tom on the roost off to our right.
Right to our right, yep.
And we sat there a little bit, and you heard everything. You take it from there.
Well, that one gobbled in one also to the right, but as we was facing, that one was about 3 o'clock, and then we had one gobble about 1 o'clock. And it still wasn't cracked daylight enough to do anything. The birds hadn't started singing or nothing. And then this one back over here gobbled again. And that one gobbled again. And then it started getting daylight out, the birds started singing. So, I was thinking, well, one of them's birds we're after, because I've had him on camera. And so I get my call out and call, and as soon as I called, this one gobbled
and
over here.
He was right over our shoulder.
The opposite side of us over here. I mean, he was within 75 yards or closer in a tree.
Sure we ain't got a little turkey crap on the roof of our blind.
Yeah, and so I started calling him, and he'd answer every time. And I told Mo, I said, he's coming. He's on the ground. And then when I seen him, and he seen him.
We got sign language going in. Yeah. So if you ever sat in the blind with me, I'm deaf, man. Yeah, and he was close enough. I heard him. Yeah. I knew he was on top of us.
And we heard him drumming too. He was drumming right there. But we didn't put decoys out because, we
was going to do that later in the day if they didn't come in.
Yeah, if they didn't come in, because decoys happy and hurt you in Georgia right now. And so didn't put decoys out. So I knowed when he come in, because we was watching the opening, and it's kind of thick on both sides of us with pines. And I know when he come out, he was going to look for that hen. And if he didn't see it, he wasn't going to come on out. And sure enough, he strutted right on out just to the edge.
Folks, I apologize for the footage.
And he wrung that neck out, and I said, take him.
He didn't come where I thought he was. So you heard the boom and the hip hoorays. And we get a little excited. Jeff told me in Texas one time, me and Pops was in the blind filming, and he said, I can't get the camera to work. And I let a big old buck get away. And he said, oh, crap, I had it pointed at the floor. And I told Jeff, and he said, that's when you film the recovery, not the shot. Yeah. So I thought I had flashbacks to Texas and that big boy getting away, but I didn't realize he was going to come out here, and probably could have let him stud around and show y'all some footage, but we'll save that for the next hunt.
We couldn't. He wasn't going to stand around.
He wasn't.
I didn't have a decoy out. And, sometimes you need them, sometimes they're going to hurt you, but
we got all the time we needed, and I've been in the church there. I heard old Phil Robertson, when he'd do a message for church, he'd hit them old duck calls and stuff and play them in that sanctuary, and you could shut your eyes, and that was the prettiest sound in the world, the way he just mastered them duck calls. Folks, I'm going to tell you, I've sat in the blind with a lot of hunters, and the way Jeff worked them calls, he went from the mouth call, and I know you did that because he was further away. Yeah. And then when he realized he was close, he put that up and got his strike call out and started hitting that because he'd get a softer. And I did the same thing. I know I shouldn't have. He said, get your gun ready, but if I had my gun in my lap, my eyes shut, it just sounded so pretty the way he was talking to that old Tom. And just like mine and Bobby's last day in the woods in Oklahoma, it was just so much fun just to be a part of that, and just to listen to him working that tom over. And I told little good noodle there I had to shoot him. He said, "Why'd you shoot him so quick for?" I said, "Well, the way Jeff was calling, I was afraid he's going to jump in the blind on us and whoop up on us." He was kind of in a lovemaking mood, so I knew he could outrun me. So I knew who that was.
He was definitely tore up from the ground up.
He sure was.
Yeah, I told him, Jeff sat over there. I said, "Get your gun." I said, "Get your gun," because Jeff can't hear real good, and he was way closer than what Jeff thought he was. I mean, I know he was just right there.
If you ever spend any time with me, you know what he's talking about. It's like, huh?
It's that reminded me, the calling and stuff, and I'm blessed to get to do this. I love hunting. Turkey hunting is my favorite thing to do. I love it all. Don't get me wrong. I love the bow hunting. I love the deer hunt.
Right.
Hog hunt, bear hunt, but I just love turkey hunting because I love calling. And I'm not that good at it. Why. I've learned from other people, but guys, don't be afraid to call. I mean, turkeys are just like we are. We all sound different. Turkeys just don't get over aggressive and don't get too loud with them.
That explains why I can't kill one in Georgia. My eastern caller in the Tennessee and Kentucky area is too sophisticated for these Georgia birds.
But back to the calling, I've shared this, and I'm gonna cut this real short. I'm gonna do a real short version of this. I actually done a video last week, I think, on it on my page, but I've spoken a lot of outdoor banquets, sportsmen's banquets and stuff for churches and organizations throughout the United States. I've been blessed in ministry. But something God gave me years ago, kind of a parable, I guess you'd call it, is on turkeys and turkey hunting. And, we as hunters, we wear camouflage and we do different, like deer hunting. We use lures, different things, watch our scent. And we try to slip on the whole thing is slip up on the game. Turkeys, we put out decoys. We use mouth calls, calls of some sort. Well, the enemy, the devil, he works the same way. He's a hunter too. He's camouflaged.
Amen.
We don't see him. It ain't because we can't. It's because we ain't paying attention. But he camouflages up, and he'll use decoys for us. It's like if we'd had a decoy out, that turkey would have come right up to it. More likely this morning, this one would have had. But I was calling. He liked what he heard. He wanted it. Lust killed him. That's the same thing that gets us is lust. Whether it's lust in a relationship, whether it's lust with money, whether it's lust with toys, automobiles, whether it's lust with hunting, sports, real estate, whatever. It's a lust. And, that's why it tells us, you can't serve two masters, Jeff. They're not talking about two people. They're talking about you either serve God or the world. The other master is the world. Anything in the world. And that's whatever we put before God, because God needs to be first and foremost. But just like his turkey come in, he was looking for his girlfriend this morning, and it cost him. He wasn't paying attention. These birds are smart. I don't understand why they're so smart. They got a brain the size of a pea, so that really makes me question me and you.
Well, I didn't want to go there since you brought it up. There he is. I don't see him. See him? I don't see him. Right there he is, top of the hill. Let me get on him good. Oh, I see him now. Oh, he's coming right in. Two of them. Oh, shit. There is two. Oh, come on, baby. Look at that, son. Whoa. Jeffrey, you're the man, son. You're gonna have to quit these 5-minute hunts. You're killing me.
But you know, that turkey come into that and it cost his life. Every morning before your feet hit the ground or hit the ground, thank God, first of all. Ask him what he wants you to do today. Ask him what he wants you to do today. Be ready. Ask him what he wants you to do today. Ask him to protect you and your family. Ask him to be with you. So, you know,
well,
great
so far
hunt.
he answers the prayers, but yeah, remember, folks, if the devil ain't after you, there's a good chance he's already got you.
And we ain't done in Georgia yet.
We ain't done in Georgia yet.
It just opened Saturday.
This is our first morning on the stand.
Yeah.
So we've turned this into. I'm going to throw this up here. Hang on, Jeff. You might want to grab a foot there, or a hawk, or a beak, or what is that called? Let's see if we know, folks. This is what.
Put a little beard out there where they can see
Where's
it
that
down
at
there?
right there?
Yeah.
Look at there. Look at there. Look, 12-inch beard, 1 3/4 spurs. I say he's probably at least 60 pounds, wouldn't you? That's about a 60-pound gobbler right there.
No.
You can't get one like that in Walmart at the Butterball section. I thought I was going to have to go film a podcast from Walmart's turkey section there. But folks, we're blessed. We've had a great day. We get to share our love for the outdoors, our love for Christ with each other. We make a difference in everybody's life. And Lord, folks, I just tell you, I pray to God that he makes me better today than I was yesterday. Makes me a better father, better daddy, a better friend, a better neighbor, a better host, but most of all, I pray that he makes me a better disciple of his word. Folks, it ain't too late. We hope you've enjoyed this podcast. We've had a great time filming it. I apologize for the crappy footage you're going to see, but the smile on my face makes up for all of it.
I got a question.
What?
Since I got you on camera.
Yeah.
Since I called you in a bird.
Yeah.
Let you use my gun.
Oh, you didn't have to say that.
My blind.
Yeah.
You gonna cook me breakfast when we get back to the cabin?
I'll cook him breakfast. I can microwave a hot dog with the best of them. Folks, we love you. Stay tuned. Keep chasing the dream.
Be a full draw for Jesus.
Woo! Look at that. Man, that was great.
The happy Tennessee boy in Georgia.
Woo!